maxed out in the short term. And it's actually a pretty remarkable concession by not least the Treasury that we are allowed to introduce a source of revenue, which many of you will be paying and you'll want to see spent wisely, but to have that source of revenue hypothecated to a particular kind of spending, and not a kind of spending that is broadly defined and that politicians and bureaucrats can twist and turn to their own ends, but a kind of spending that will be very narrowly defined. It will only be spent on apprenticeships, and the apprenticeships program is a program that you will control individually as employers, working out how you want to spend your levy money on apprenticeships, and collectively as employers in developing the apprenticeship standards and the apprenticeship structures that work for you. So I hope that this underlines to you our commitment to investing in skills. You will be finding out a little bit more tomorrow when the Chancellor publishes the government's productivity plan. And I just wanted to very briefly perhaps give you a sneak preview of some elements of that, because while the apprenticeships programme is absolutely our first priority and is going to be the focus of government effort and investment in the skills area, we are very much aware that we also have a big job of work to do to ensure that the entire system, the supporting system as it were, of technical and professional education also needs to be reformed, refocused and improved. That we need to look at the whole area of further education, of what people do between 16 and 19, and because the great Lord Baker is sitting very close to me, between 14 and 19, but also after 19, to look at that and ask ourselves, are we rightly, sufficiently prescriptive about what people are doing? Are we actually guiding them towards routes that will actually open doors for them, not shut doors for them? Do we have the institutions of learning that actually have sufficient specialisation to be able to provide really first-class education at all of the different skills levels? And do we have the right level of involvement of local government as well as national government in actually commissioning the kinds of training that will support the local employer needs and the local industry structure? I think, bluntly, my answer to all three of those questions is no. We currently do not sufficiently guide young people into routes that will open doors for them. We do not have institutions of sufficient levels of specialisation and depth, and we do not adequately involve local government and local economic partnerships and local chambers of commerce in the process of working out what investments they need. That is therefore going to be a very major reform programme that we're going to be developing over the next few months. Straight after this session, we're having a seminar at the other end of this building with a number of academics, training providers, employer representatives, and one of the UK commissioners, Toby Payton-Jones, to discuss what that new system should look like. And our ambition is simply described, but I think would be described by others as brave, Minister, and that is to have a system of technical and professional education that we can boast about. As much as we boast about our great and ancient universities, as much as we boast about our system of academic education in great schools, we want and need and are determined that in 5 years' time we can boast about our system of technical and professional education, so that young people, whatever their aptitudes, whatever their instincts, whatever their potential, are given a great chance to have a great career. Thank you very much.